Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Niners and the Chiefs, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the fourth time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they were one of the heavy favorites to win the NFC, and they were able to get it done, and now they look for that elusive 6th Super Bowl title.
Remember, after going 5-0 in their first 5 appearances here, they've lost 2 straight. Super Bowl 47 to the Ravens in New Orleans, and Super Bowl 54 to Kansas City in Miami. They'd love to start another streak like they had in the 80s when they won 4 Super Bowl titles.
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. We harken back to Dan Marino. Another superstar made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got a man, that's Ayuk. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. Now Purdy. That's complete to the tight end Warner. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Out of the gun, Purdy. That is caught. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's first and goal. McCaffrey is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 0-0 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Again, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up. No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it? Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here? Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here. On fourth down, here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And Charles, one of the big stories this week, the head coach of this offense seeking his 3rd Super Bowl title. He is no stranger to the big game.
He's not a stranger to it at all. In fact, I think he's very comfortable with the stage that is the Super Bowl. We know it hasn't all been roses for him because he's had his share of disappointments. But just when we write him off, his guys always seem to deliver. And here he is now with a chance to make history and be one of just a handful of coaches with 3 Super Bowl rings. That's impressive.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
65 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Niners set to take over on offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Purdy now on 2nd down. And this is caught. Jennings. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Purdy will look to throw again here. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Purdy sets up to throw again. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete as well. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. That is incomplete. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We got a strong first half out of the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Purdy. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
That's to his running back, complete. Oh, and he's going to take this right to the line to gain, awfully close. But they'll say that he did get the 6 yards he needed. Didn't get much more than that, but it works all the same. First down. Purdy looking to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back.
And now off to the races down the right side. Mecole Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Chiefs are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. This is Jennings. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st down, Purdy. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jennings. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Now 2nd and 4. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing here, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now here's There's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Third down and goal coming up here. Purdy to throw. That's caught at the one. Touchdown. Jerome Jennings from a yard out. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here is third down and 4. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.